Good morning, market snipers. Welcome back to this Jesse. We're getting started right at 9:02, 9:03 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. A couple of minutes behind, but that's okay. We'll get started. Normally it's right at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, right on the dot, but a couple minutes off today. So on the first half of the live stream, we will cover Bitcoin, altcoins, stocks, anything else that jumps at us on the watch list. Today, Bitcoin bounces to 71,300. There's a pending buy signal. We're going to get into all of that. Bitcoin bounce, Bitcoin relief rally, Bitcoin. We're going to cover it all. We'll cover the daily chart, weekly chart, 2-week chart, 3-week chart, monthly chart, all of that. And in the second half of the live stream, we'll cover the chart requests. If you're new to the live stream, awesome. Welcome. If you're returning to the live stream, even better. Good to see you back on here. With that, obviously, none of this is financial advice. Obviously, this is for educational purposes only, and hopefully we have a little bit of entertainment along the way. So with that, let's jump right in. Maximilian, hello. Hope you're doing all right. Yep, everything's good. Hopefully everything's going good with you as well. Thank you. Mighty Kirk, good morning. What's up? Say a bad word. Nah. Bitcoin bounce. There you go. So this is the Bitcoin daily chart. This is what we're looking at. And the overall market momentum is still bearish. It's still down, still to the downside. Overall, when we look at the weekly chart, you'll see that the 2-week chart, the 3-week chart, the monthly chart, all of that. You'll see the bearish momentum. Good morning. What's up? So there you go. With that, you can see that starting from the top, and when we started this, right, $126,000 Bitcoin, and it got all the way up to like just over 126. Then we were starting to talk about, we already saw the bearish divergence, right? We saw the bearish divergence. We said there could be additional bearish divergence, but the higher probability is that a lower high is the higher probability that the top is in, right? So when we spot bearish divergence up at the top and price is getting overbought, and then we also posted the Wyckoff distribution on October 8th. Sweet Canary, what's up? I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, just don't flood the comment section, please, because we want to keep the live streaming, and we want to actually work on people's chart requests and all that stuff. So just don't spam it, but it's good to see the comments. Good afternoon, Caesar. Welcome back. Good to see you on here. So to finish the thought process over here, and we're going to get into it all, but October 8th, there was the bearish divergence. We posted the Wyckoff distribution, right? This was if you're looking at it from like a bullish standpoint at the bottom, this would be the spring from the bottom up. This is the spring from the top to the bottom. And you got the spring, you got the bearish divergence, the Wyckoff. And then on October 10th, we posted this when we had the sell signal on the daily chart. We posted the weekly Bitcoin bear market roadmap, right? And we're still in a bear market. But in a bear market, we expect bounces. We expect relief rallies, right? Over here, the bottom caller is at 103. We're calling the bottom. And Bitcoin bounced, right? Bitcoin bounced and there was a buy signal. 12% bounce. Not a huge bounce, but 12% bounce. Price dropped over here. Price is getting oversold. And we talked about it. As it was getting oversold, we were saying expect bounces, expect relief rallies, expect some profit taking from the short positions, all of that. And then 54 days later, from wick to wick, we saw a 21.6% bounce, right? Buy signal, price came back to the train dots, pumped back up, hit both the exact same two targets as price hit in 2022. March and April 2022 hit the exact same two market snapper targets, right? Then started to break back down. Again, as we were calling out in real time, it's getting oversold. We were expecting bounces along the way. And now we've already seen a bounce from wick to wick, 23.66%, right? So is the bounce over, or we're going to get one more push back up like this, right? So there's two thoughts to it. And that's what we're going to look at right now. You can see the consolidation. Buy signal pushes up, comes back down, pushes back up one more time. This is the bull trap. This is the fake out to the upside. I was posting, is it a breakout or a fake out? It was a breakout into the bull trap. The trap was set and it reversed right back down, right? Target of that was hit over here and then some. And even at $81,000, I was talking about, we could see a long squeeze down to $66,000 really fast, because there was billions of long liquidations, right? So that's what we were watching. It happened. Again, we started consolidating. Price broke out, dropped straight back down, and now it's breaking out again. So there's two thoughts. The yellow path that I drew out back here on, what was it? It must have been early March. It was like a week ago, right? I drew it out, and then price came out like that. And then we talked about, and we drew this out, that if it breaks out, it could put in a lower high, come back down, and come back down, right? We also drew this out. And this was just basically drawing out this same move over here. Either way, both lead to the same area. Both are the same thoughts. Both would be showing a possible bull trap, whether it's more like this or the yellow path is more like 2022. Either way, it would still be considered a bull trap, because it's going to fake out to the upside first and then reverse back down. And it's not because I'm a perma bear. I'm definitely not a perma bear. I was buying the right dip at 16,800 with 5x leverage. I'm not a perma bear. I was calling out, I think, buy the dip season has started. And I bought the dip at 16,800 on a higher probability of a reversal. If we go back to July 2021, At 32,300, everybody was bearish. Everybody everybody was bearish on X. And I posted bullish divergence. And at 32,300 in July of 2021, I took a 10x leverage long. And I rode that all the way up to, I think it hit like $50,000 and closed out at like, I can't remember exactly, $48,000 to $50,000. Top 5 trade of all time. Then price corrected and I bought the dip again September 2021 at $44,000 was my average fill with 10x leverage. And I rode that all the way to 61,000. Yes, I felt like I was late on the 61,000 because price had gone up to like 65,000 and I gave back 5 digits of unrealized profits, but still it was a six digit swing trade to the upside. And then, of course, I shorted ETH, and I was talking about it all of 2022, that I shorted ETH at 4,384. Then I shorted ETH again at 3,408 in April of 2022. And so I'm not a perma bear. I'm a swing trader. So there we go. The reason why we're mapping out this way versus price doing this that everyone is hopeful for, or all the accounts that want engagement, this arrow wins engagement over bearish posts every single day, even in a bear market. I proved that in 2022 when everyone was posting those big arrows up, even in a bear market. Those 5 to 10x my engagement. So trust me, if I want engagement, I'm doing the opposite of that. Those big up arrows only get a lot more engagement. The chart could be outdated. The chart could be 3 months old. And if you post a bullish chart, even in a bear market, even if it's 3 months old, it's going to get more engagement. Trust me. So I'm not doing it for the engagement. People are like, oh, you're bear posting for engagement. Actually, that is incorrect. I'm doing it despite my engagement. Because this up arrow only gets way more engagement. I would grow my followers way more if that's all I did. But I will always post what I see. Right or wrong, I will always post what I see, even if I don't get the engagement. So anyone who says I'm doing it for engagement, if I just post an up only arrow, even if the chart is 3 months old, it would get more engagement. Trust me. So just want to set the record straight. Good morning. Welcome. So the reason why, we're going to get into all the reasons why this is another bull trap. Could I be wrong? Sure. I could be wrong. I will never be 100% accurate. Never. But the reason why we have to lean this way, we're going to give you all those reasons why. So, but before we do, quick, we've never taken $1 of affiliate money. Even though I use TradingView pretty much every single day, I've never taken $1 of affiliate dollars from them whatsoever. So, so what we're going to do is go over to Market Cyber Pro. You can see our website over here, or on Jesse Olson. Follow us over there as well. And you can see it. You can click on the website. You can see the different features that we have. We built our own online community. We still use Discord as a bridge because there's still things that we can do on Discord that we can't do on our own online portal yet. But it's the worst that it'll ever be. It's getting better and better. Recorded coaching. We have all the recorded coaching videos that I went all in on this. I spent so much time and energy live coaching people for 2 months. and I recorded those videos. It's real, it's unscripted. The first 8 to 10 have, like, overall outlines, but I literally dig deep on real trades, psychology, what it takes, deep dives, strategies, my strategy, take profit strategies, stop loss, 70 plus hours of recorded coaching, which means I did like over 100 hours of live coaching. And I only charged like 7 people $199 per month. People were getting, I'm not even gonna get into it all, but uh bot suite, setups. I haven't posted setups because most people only take longs. And since a lot of the assets are rolling over, I haven't posted a setup in, probably a couple weeks to a month now. We have our own dashboard. Plus, it's not a copy trading service. It's just showing you for educational purposes what a setup looks like. So you can see the old ones. Dashboard, and our own charting system. We have our own charting system, and with our built-in screener, which is awesome, right? So you have our own charting system, Bitcoin, and then we have the indicators. So all the indicators you get on TradingView, you also get on the charting system. You get both. So the indicators come over here. You can filter it by sniper only, right? You can do sniper only, or you could do all, or you could do trend based. So I've added, so on the all, I added all the sniper ones, of course. Um, I had the simple moving average. That's that blue line right here. This 200-week SMA. I just want to know, like, overall from a 30,000-foot view, airplane view, looking down at Earth. Is it extended away from the 200-week moving average? Is it below the 200-week moving average? Is it upward sloping? Is it downward sloping? All that stuff. I actually don't use MAs for trading, part of the strategy. And then, of course, I have the auto trend lines on, so it automatically draw trend lines for you. I still draw my own, but auto trend lines are pretty good. Chart patterns, and then gap detection, right? You could add more. There's plenty more. We have the sniper RSI, so I don't have the relative strength index on there, but we have the sniper RSI, and then there's Bollinger Bands, all that stuff, volume, whatever you're into, right? So the chart patterns, you can see this was a breakout to the upside, $110,000. Price is getting overbought. Rising wedge. There's a target on the rising wedge for the auto pattern of 42,445-ish. So that'll be interesting if that plays out. And you can see even the trading dots have broken. This is my trend line, right? Oh, no, that's the auto trend line. And so if you take off the patterns real quick, you see that this is an auto trend line drawn. Lines up with the chart pattern too. Chart pattern line was drawn the same. So that's another interesting thing. But overall, the 2-week chart is still bearish, right? You can see the red trading dots on the 2-week chart. You can see these pivot points as well. Woo. What else? Good look at the monthly chart. Oh boy. Yeah. So this is why you don't trade patterns by itself. The monthly automatic pattern takes Bitcoin down to $2,100. I don't have any targets on the Bitcoin chart that says $2,100, but this auto pattern does. So, you know, take it. I mean, that would be crazy. That'd be crazy. I don't think that happens, but you can also see the pivot point up here, the red dot, the red dot, the red dot on the monthly chart. You can also see the reversal candle, the reversal candle, reversal candle, reversal candle. All good stuff. Weekly chart, pivot point, reversal candle. This pattern also says 17,475. So this one was hit. This one was wrong, right? So just take the auto drawn patterns with a grain of salt, as they say. Uh, Lucky Look 7159, Jesse. You still having open claw and a sample? Yeah, yeah, I do. Yep. API connection. Yes, I do. Got things cooking right now. Cooking and booking. uh yes, I do. So the weekly chart, daily chart, uh, but we're gonna keep it at the 2-week chart for here. And of course the screener too, right? So the screener, you can look for bearish divergence, say on the weekly chart. You could look at it. Basically it would be showing like, you get long-term bearish divergence. See if we can confirm that with Sniper RSI. Yep, you can see the bearish divergence there. You could probably add on the MACD bearish divergence. BRK.B had the bearish divergence as well. And see LPTH, bearish divergence. So you can find them on the screener and then you can confirm it with the actual chart, right? So you've got, so this candle and this candle is showing that this is the 2-week chart. Let's look at the weekly chart. You have this candle. This candle is the bearish divergence. There it is. So you have bearish divergence, long-term bearish divergence on LPTH. You have the auto-drawn trend line on RSI, broke down from it. RSI sell signal as well, giving you all of the reasons why the top for LPTH is most likely in. It was overbought, reversal. Overbought, reversal. Long-term bearish divergence. It's really extended away from the 200-week SMA. The 200-week SMA is at $2.83 as of now. It's a slow-moving average, so it could be $3 or $4 by the time price retests it. But eventually, price will retest it. And you have already seen breakdowns of a longer-term trend on RSI. And the next major milestone would be a candle close below the trending dots and a sell signal, stuff like that. So, um, when we don't know, but it seems like it's happening in real time, and it's possible that the top at $15 is in. There's a big drop down. Let's see, that was here, 42%. So now it's in this relief rally. So if that's a 42%, 42.63% roughly, or call it 42%, right? So 42% drop, followed by the relief rally. And that could be a lower high over here at $12. And then, of course, you could draw your trend line out. And of course, breaking the trending dots, breaking the trend line is going to confirm that the top is in. That's a weekly chart. So if you're looking at the daily chart, probably get a better entry, right? So that's the weekly. Had the sell signal already on the daily chart on March 5th. And there you go, LPTH. So just couple thoughts, ideas. The consolidation, I've posted a video on this, and the consolidation really helps find some gems, whether you're looking bullish or you're looking bearish, either way. So With that, let's get back to Bitcoin. That's the daily chart, and we were talking about the bull traps and why the bull traps. So the bull traps, the reason why is that the weekly chart. If you go to the weekly chart, it's still bearish, right? Still bearish on the weekly chart. Still well below the trailing dots. You can see the trailing dots are coming down, and price is letting the trending dots catch up. And you can see, like, if you compare the price to this blue fractal, which is 2022, it seems like price is ahead of schedule, whereas the fractal would still be up here in like $80,000 all the way until March, end of March, right? So it seems like it is ahead of schedule. And whether this week closes like this or not, um, it's still well below the trailing dots. So I'm personally expecting any bounces to be sold off. And was that the top bounce right there to that wick? Possibly 74,000, right? Possibly. Could it pump up a little bit higher? Yeah, it could. Just like we talked about on the yellow path or the blue path for Bitcoin daily chart. For sure. For sure, it could. It could. If you look at the daily chart and you look at the whether it's if it's the yellow path, then no. If it's the blue path, then yes. That's kind of what it would look like for closes. So if it wicked higher, like you see this close here at 72,742, but it wicked up to 74,000. So what if it closes higher and wicks higher? It's possible it goes higher first and then comes back down to the same area. Not because I'm a perma bear, but because the weekly chart is bearish. Yeah, I mean, maybe. More probable? I don't know. It's yellow path and blue path is like 50-50, I think right now. So I'm not I'm not leaning one way or the other at this current moment. Yesterday I was leaning towards yellow, uh like a slight lean towards yellow. Today, we don't know. We're gonna see how it's gonna be more about not even today's close, it's gonna be tomorrow's close. So tomorrow, if there's follow through, then maybe I start leaning towards blue. If tomorrow reverses back down like it did on March 5th, then I would lean more towards yellow. So it's going to be more about tomorrow's close than today's close, I think. You can see over here where it got ultra bullish for one candle and then reversed back down, right? It didn't just keep pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. So we'll see about it's more about tomorrow's close, in my opinion. Yep. 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 So we'll see. We'll stay neutral. Uh, today most likely is going to close with a buy signal. There was a buy signal over here, pumped up, came back to the trailing dots, pushed one more time. Buy signal came all the way back down below the trailing dots, and then now it's pushing back up. So tomorrow's close is going to tell us a lot more, I think. We'll see. But overall, the Bitcoin bear market roadmap, nothing has changed from a higher view standpoint. The red trending dots are trending down. Price is letting the red trending dots catch up. And we have the bottom callers all the way down. The bottom is in crew. The bottom is in crew. The bottom is in crew. Meanwhile, the higher time frame is still bearish. looking at this chart over here, it's the same. It's basically the same chart, but we talked about it. This looks similar over here, and before it closed over here at 65,000 last week, price was all the way up here at 74. So we'll find out where the weekly chart closes. And again, the red trailing dots. So it seems like it's ahead of schedule, and it's just letting the trailing dots catch up. And this is, by the way, this is exactly how we played 2022. We spotted bullish divergence, and it was starting to look like it was breaking out. And I was very aggressive on the daily chart. And the daily chart was, let's see. Oh, this is November 2026. We have to go back over here. But it's the same fractal, right? So over here, January 4th, I was very aggressive on this weekly breakout on the daily chart. So that's where I was buying the right dip. There's bullish divergence. And on the daily chart, there's also bullish divergence on the daily chart and the weekly chart. And that's how I was playing it out over here, buying the right dip. So we're hoping the whole point of all this is to buy the right dip again. So I'm not personally looking to catch a falling knife again. I'm personally not looking to guess where the bottom is. We speculate where the bottom could be, but we'll see if the market bosses continue to give us bullish divergence at the bottom and bearish divergence at the top. That would be great. That would be great. And if so, we'll be there ready for it. We'll be there ready for it. So historically, this opportunity zone below the 200-week estimate historically is a good time to buy. But I personally am still not going to just dollar cost average the opportunity zone when I can just focus on buying the right dip. You're going to see that these red trailing dots are going to take some time to play out. Right? The red trailing dots are going to take some time to play out. So that's the weekly chart. If we go back and look at the 2-week chart, let's go here. That's the weekly 2-week chart over here. Red trailing dots, right? This is why it's just a bounce, in my opinion. Bounce, let the red trailing dots catch up. Just like on this move to the upside, let the trending dots catch up. It's still buy the dip season. Let the trending dots catch up. Still buy the dip season. Then you start seeing 2-week candle closes below. Then you see a sell signal below back in November, right? And then you see the red trailing dots flip over on the 2-week chart. Same thing as over here. Not over here, but same thing as 2022. 3-week chart. Price pumps, bounces off the trailing dots. Price pumps, bounces off the trailing dots. 3-week candle close below the trailing dots. Didn't happen in the entire bull run until end of October, early November. Looks like it closed middle of November, right? Same thing with 2022. It was a 3-week candle close below the trailing dots. If you're looking for confirmation, right? On a higher time frame. Red trailing dots. Red trailing dots. Monthly chart, same thing. Never even came back to retest the trailing dots until the bear markets in November, right? Never came back to retest the trailing dots until January 2022. So if you're looking for confirmation, it's the higher time frames. So that's where we're at. We're bouncing on the daily chart. We expect those. But when the overall time frames are bearish, we still lean for those bounces to get sold off. London, UK, not so sexy news. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, what's up, what's up? AKA Lawrence. What else? Bitcoin futures, Bitcoin versus gold. One thing that we continue to talk about on Bitcoin versus gold is the monthly chart. You can see that never in the history of Bitcoin versus gold have we ever seen a downward sloping 200-week moving average. That's not good. You would not want to see that on Bitcoin versus the dollar. We don't have one yet, but you don't want to see Bitcoin versus the dollar have a downward sloping 200-week moving average. We talk about this every single live stream, so this is not new. As far as RSI monthly, Bitcoin versus gold, we've never seen an RSI monthly print at 34 below, at 34 reading ever. It's below this white trend line. It's below this yellow trend line. Those are 7 and 11-year trend lines, right? So we've never seen that before in the history of Bitcoin versus gold. That's bearish momentum. And then price usually catches up. And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing Bitcoin versus gold prices come all the way back to December 2020. So keeping that in mind. And similarly, Ethereum and a lot of the altcoins already have a downward sloping 200-week moving average, right? XRP does not yet. Chainlink does. Downward sloping. Bear market since 2021. Cardano, bear market since 2021. Downward sloping. Algo, HBAR, XLM, near, all downward sloping 200-week moving averages. All bear markets. MicroStrategy, weekly chart, still playing out. Still below the 200, still below the trailing dots in the weekly chart. Adam and Eve double top pattern. We've talked about it. We covered it. Seems very, very similar. We zoom in here. Very, very similar to the 200 week. I mean, not the 200 week. The MSTR 2022 fractal, right? Drop, bounce, drop, bounce, drop, relief rally, drop, bounce, and then drop again, right? So bear market situation. And you can see the red train dots, right? Red train dots through all that. So however this price action plays out, it's the same idea. It could play out completely different, but it's still the same overall general idea that it's going to take some time for the momentum to get turned around. So that's MicroStrategy. We'll come back to the NASDAQ and SP 500. Dollar. Let's see, gold. Let's see, gold. Still playing the fractal out. Still. We did a lot of doodling the other day. A lot of speculation. But this fractal is from over here. And over here, we were talking about, many were calling the top on gold and that price and that gold was going to rotate into Bitcoin. And I said, well, I don't I think it's too early to call the top. We just took a look at it. There's not much really to report on it. It's bouncing right now, but the overall higher time frame is still bearish. So it would be very similar thoughts to all the Bitcoin analysis that we did for 40 minutes. So it's going to be almost very, 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 very similar analysis. So I didn't want to spend a bunch of time on it. Ooh, what do we have here? Whale alert. 90 million USDC minted. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. Cool. 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 Where are we at? So this fractal was taken from over here. I wasn't ready to call the top. And I said I definitely wouldn't be shorting it because the higher time frames are ultra bullish. And I said it's still buy the dip season in my opinion. And that breakout was a buy the dip scenario. And then they're calling for the top again. Right? And on this candle or this candle, I can't remember which one, January 30th or February 2nd, we took this fractal and put it over here, and it's lined up. It's doing almost the exact same thing. It's crazy, right? They're just like the market bosses are like, oh, this will be fun. Let's just do. Everyone's going to call it top. Let's just do the same playbook as we did back in October. Let's just put it out over here and create additional bearish divergence, right? And then maybe similar to the fractal, and then maybe the top will be in up here, right? So we'll see how it plays out. Could get interesting, right? If we're gonna be drawing like, I mean, this is full on speculation. So, maybe it's more like come down, come back up, right? And that's the drop. Bada bing, bada boom. What if, right? What if we just speculate so hard and then we've got additional bearish divergence over here, and then you get that classic, the classic lower high, and it's in a rising wedge. I mean, it's just beautiful setup, right? If you get that bearish divergence, you get that bearish divergence, you get additional bearish divergence. We're going to the moon. Everyone's FOMOing in, and we're getting ready for the topping pattern, right? So whether that plays out or not, we have no idea. This is just pure speculation. It could go to $10,000, could go to $15,000. That's what the narratives will be. But we're getting overextended, and the topping pattern could take months, could take 6 months. We just saw the SP 500 and NASDAQ go sideways for at least 6 months going through a topping pattern. Still going through a topping pattern. So it could take a long time. It could go through a topping pattern for a year. So there you go. Silver, similar thoughts. We drew this out already. Dollar came back for a retest. We were talking about it yesterday. So could come back for a retest if the trailing dots catch up. Weekly chart, still bullish. Broke out, come back for a retest, and then continue onward. What else? US oil. The breakout hit the target, spiked all the way to 120. What is it? 119. 119 and a half, right? Weekly chart, still bullish. But we even said it could come back for a retest of the 200. It's really far extended away from the trending dots. So could be consolidation time, but could also be buy the dip season. Why? Because the 2-week chart is bullish as well. So monthly chart is pending buy signal. So it could be buy the dip season, and any dip could be the next opportunity to go long. So however that plays out, it's already down. Let's see. It's already retraced 31%. It's possible it retraces, maybe retests the 200-week SMA, as you see, lets the trailing dots catch up, bounces around, and then continues onward. Why? Because the higher time frames have flipped bullish. This is why I'm not a perma bear. You had Ab and Eve double bottom. You had bullish divergence, right? All things we talked about and pointed out, right? We zoom in here. He had bullish divergence on the daily chart. Higher low, buy signal. Let's go, right? Spike through the 200-week SMA, starting to curl upward. So maybe it comes back down for a retest. How long it takes out, how long it takes, who knows? You do have a gap down here, something to be aware of. So there you go. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we do. We have a Discord and our own online community in the portal. You do have to be a member though. So you have to go to the website and you have to be a member it's $49 a month. But when I was talking about it earlier, the recorded coaching videos, 70 plus hours, that used to be $79. And now it's $49 for everything. So $49, you get the recorded coaching, you get online community, you get our own charting software with our own indicators. You get the same exact indicators on TradingView as well. So we're still using TradingView and Discord as a bridge, but most likely not forever, because we'll continue to build out the tools on our website portal and we just won't need it after that. So curious, is indicators can be bought standalone? I mean, no, we only have the $149 option, but it's not like you have to join the online community. It's not like you have to use our charting system. You can use the indicators by themselves on TradingView. But it's not worth it for us just to do the indicators by themselves, because we have to manually give you access. And like everything else is automated, right? So if you sign up, cancel anytime you feel like it. But you automatically get access to our own personal charting system, which would give you automatic access to our indicators on the charting system. You get automatic access to Discord. You get automatic access to online community, the dashboard, the recorded coaching. You get automatic access the moment you sign up. But the TradingView indicators, we have to manually give you permission. So and it doesn't make sense for us, right? I used to have to do it that way. Yeah, cool. I used to have to do it that way. I don't want to do it that way anymore. So shout out to Alex. He helps me out with that. So everything else is automated, but the TradingView indicators, we have to give permission, and so we just lump it into the $49. We thought we did have a $29 option where as long as we just did all the automation, like you wouldn't get the trading view indicators, you get our indicators on our own charting system. But everyone was signing up for the $49. It was truly the most popular. So we decided to scrap the $29 a month because, um, but the tools weren't as good either, all the automated tools. So we've gotten a lot better. So maybe that would change, but we scrapped it for now. Maybe it comes back one day, but you would have to use the $29, the indicators on our own charting platform versus TradingView. So that would be the trade-off. So that's US oil. Palladium. Is it buy the dip season? What else? Let's switch over to Magnificent 7, aka the Magnificent 100 now. TQQQQ bouncing after the drop on Monday down to 45. But weekly chart is still bearish, still below the trailing dots, right? So see if it gets sold off or not. What else? Meta, Nvidia, still going through a sideways since August. It's like 7 months of going sideways. Tesla came back down to this area that we've been talking about for a while. This looked like Wyckoff distribution, similar to Bitcoin. Russell trying to get back up into the channel. Trending dots are breaking down as well. Amazon, NASDAQ hit target 1 again, bounced again. It's hard to kill a bull. Once, twice, almost 3 times, 4 times definitely. And still there, still holding on for dear life. Dow Jones looks more bearish. Bouncing, letting the trading dots catch up. Apple, SPY, SP 500 futures still below the trading dots. Whoo! Microsoft, bear market, Netflix. Talked about this relief rally back over here on the pending buy signal. We put this relief rally scenario out, and it bounced hard quickly. So PLTR, similar thoughts to Netflix. So there we go. Let's take a moment here, see if we're caught up on all the comments and other requests. Thanks, Mike. So the Ethereum versus Bitcoin pair has been in a bear market since 2017. It's in downward trend. This is a monthly chart. The 200 week SMA is in a downward trend as well. So there's no look for a breakout as of yet. It's just been downward trending since 2017. So not much really to report on it. We looked at all the higher time frames just now, and they're all currently still bearish. On the daily chart, we saw the bullish divergence. So, but expecting the bounces to get sold off while the higher time frames are still bearish, right? Higher time frames remain bearish. Could the bottom be in on this cycle? Sure. Maybe not, though. What if it comes all the way down, retests these lows over here? It's possible, right? It's possible. So downtrend until proven otherwise. Everything's pointing downward right now. So it's going to take some time for the momentum to get turned around. So that's kind of my thoughts right now. Uh, yep. Mac Mini. So, oh, we did briefly cover this. EOS 9777. Thank you for saying that. Appreciate your consistency every morning. We did cover that. But we just lumped everything in, right? So instead of having like 10 different options for 10 different things, recorded coaching, people used to sign up for recorded coaching for $79 a month. It would take you 2 to 3 months of a deep dive to go through it all. I literally went all out on it. So I put in the time and the work. If you're truly serious about putting in the time and the work, it'd probably take you about 2 to 3 months to go through it all, and it's pretty simple, but we cover everything. My strategy, the indicators. The indicators were built off of my strategy. We talk about real live trades in real life with the live stream crew they weren't just doing swing trades on the daily chart. They were doing day trades too. And we talked about their day trades. So they would take a day trade and I would analyze it. And they had amazing questions. Sometimes I would have to sit there and think on live stream that I recorded of their questions, right? They had some really good questions and they did a great job. And so shout out to them. But yeah, it used to be $79 for the recorded coaching. Now for $49, everything is included. So you get the recorded coaching and the dashboard. You get recorded coaching and the screener and the charting system and the trading view indicators and this and that and this and that. So everything is included. So we just kept it simple. We got rid of all the different options. And we decided like it was $49 a month for all the tools. And then I was just like, one day I was like, let's throw in the recorded coaching for the same price. Let's just do it all. and there's no way we're gonna keep $49 forever. I've kept it a lot longer than what I imagined, but we're at a good flow right now. So it's $49 right now. According to AI says that all of this together should be $199 a month, honestly. So it's $49. So how long? I don't know. I don't know. One day I'm gonna wake up and say it's $99 or whatever, whatever. Right now it's $49. Consider this the Black Friday grand opening, reopening, right? So answers your question. I think that's it for questions. What else? Let's go back to Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Yep, that's where we're at. We're still here. Every day the stock market is open and that we're able and willing to do it. So help me, help you, help me with the algorithms. I would appreciate it. Smash the like button, repost the stream, share it with your friends and family. It always helps me out. And then it keeps me motivated to keep wanting to help out with the live streams. So with that, hopefully you have a good rest of your day. And we'll continue to sniper the markets together every single day. The stock market is open. They're able and willing to. With that, hope you have a good rest of your day. And we'll see you on the next one. You got it, EOS. You got it. You got it. You got it on the next live stream. Adios.